Yo traders, what is going on? JB from FFT Trading about to give you another masterclass in technical analysis. Hope you guys been enjoying your weekend. Sunday, the best time of the week to just switch off, relax, and most importantly, prepare yourself for the week ahead. So in today's video, I really want to bring it back to basics and just talk about a few ways how you can find market direction. So this is something that when I started off in my trading career, I actually found extremely confusing because people would pair it with market structure and people would use all these different time frames. And do you know what? Over the years, I've really come to the conclusion that it really does not matter how you do your analysis so long as it's consistent with a proven approach. So what do I mean by this? A lot of people will tell you that the best way to find direction is looking at the 4-hour time frame, looking for X, Y, and Z, and then bish, bash, bosh, take your trades. Somebody else might say you got to wait for the weekly bias. Some people might say you have to wait for the daily and the 4-hour to line up. And I'm here to tell you that it genuinely does not matter, okay? Now, there may be some people who have a more accurate analysis when it comes to the direction for the day or for the week or whatever style of trading you guys like to employ. But at the end of it all, what really matters is your own approach and how you're going to be taking those trades every single day and how you're going to be finding direction. So I'm going to break down maybe 4 or 5 ways you can find market direction for the day. I'm not a swing trader, so I don't really think I can give any advice or recommendations on how to find a weekly bias, but for most of you guys who are day traders, let's just get stuck into it and talk about it. But for those of you who might be here for the first time, my name is JB. I'm a currency and commodities trader with almost 4.5 years of trading these markets, and it's simply my job on YouTube to just deliver content to you guys and make sure that you guys are becoming consistent and profitable traders. I post breakdowns, chart analysis, educational pieces like this, psychology, mentality, the lot. So go ahead and check out some other stuff. I'll link some of my most prevalent videos in the description. Please drop me a like, comment, and subscribe if this is the kind of trading content that you want to see. But without further ado, let's get into it. So a really easy way that you guys can find direction for the day, I swear, this ain't no joke, okay? Let's go to Euro USD, okay? One thing that you can do is simply look at the daily time frame, and I promise you got to just look at the previous candle. I swear. Now, this might be, some of you might find this a bit weird. You might think I'm chatting a bunch of rubbish. I'm here to tell you that this actually genuinely works. But again, like everything, you've got to pair it with your own learning. So what you simply do, guys, and I'm not even kidding, and I'll show you how this works, okay? I don't even need to use the bar replay. If for example, you are trading, let's say today's candle, right, is this, you don't know what this candle is, you just go look at the previous candle and say to yourself, okay, I'm going to take buys today because the previous is bullish. And that's it. You're going to get times where you might get stopped out, and that's fine. But make sure that your approach is consistent with this, and I guarantee you guys are going to make money. Why? You may not have made money by here, but you would have made money there. You wouldn't have made money here. You wouldn't have made money there, but you would have made money there and there. Maybe lost money, maybe lost money, maybe lost money again. And here you're winning, winning, winning. Let's go by here. You're winning, winning. Sorry, you're winning here, winning there, winning, losing there, winning here, winning there, winning there, winning there. So trust me, trust me, this technique works. You do have to, however, find your own style of trading with it. You know, you have to be able to, let's just take an example by here. Let's say we're going to sell, right? We're going to sell today because the previous candle, let's just assume we're looking at, you know, we don't know what the candle is by here. We're looking at the previous candle, and that is a bearish candle. So we are simply going to be taking sells. So one example that you could do here is say to yourself, well, since I've got my daily bias, I've got my direction for the day, all I'm going to be doing is looking for sells, okay? And let's just see if we can find some kind of sell structure. For me, honestly, this would look pretty decent for me to sell, Okay, why? Because I've got this bearish structure. I'm not really caring about all this information to the left. I can just see right now that price is moving bearish, it's breaking levels. I've got this key level right by there. Some would call it double top, triple top, whatever you want to call it. Give me some kind of confirmation to get into a trade. I want to see a bit more. I want to see a bit more. Perfect. No, not perfect. Let's wait. I want to see something clear. That's got a bit more strength to it. So why did I choose this candle as opposed to all these? Well, this one was bullish. I want to see that. I want to see the sellers kicking in. So this is looking a bit weak. That's looking weak. That's looking weak. This is looking strong because we've got a full body. We've got some wicks by here. It's not giving really strong. I put my stop order right by there. Let the trade play out. Do what it needs to be done. Okay. And this is going to hit for 1 to 3 potentially. Fine. We take a loss by there. What do? You say to yourself, well, the bias for me today is still sells. So I'm not looking for no buys. I took a stop loss there. Whatever. Let's go ahead now and wait for more sell structure, okay? Okie dokie, what do we have here? Right, so I can see that price has broken below a key level right by there. Let's see if it wants to come in and retest it. We can see that it tapped in by there. I'm going to set this by there, put my stop loss right behind the key level. Let's try and target a nice 1 to 2 and see if the market wants to give that to us. Okay, keep it very, very simple. Why did I define this as a key level? Because we've got multiple wicks by there. Okay, if you see on the 15-minute time frame or any time frame, you got multiple wicks like this, in my opinion, key level, good to go. Bish bash bosh. Okay. Okay, it was news. Fine then. No problem at all. Tell you what, let's go ahead and look at one more example just to give you guys a little bit of confidence. Okay, situations like that are going to happen. It's absolutely fine. Okay, let's go by here. Okay, we can see that the previous candle is bullish. Let's go ahead and look for buys. Okay, what are we looking for? We're just looking for some buys. Now you guys can do this however you want. If you want to, you can go to the 1 hour time frame and just find a key level or do whatever you want to do. But me personally, I really like the 15-minute time frame, so I'm going to just keep this analysis to that. I can see that I got a strong key level by there. I could have put my, let's be realistic, I'm not going to trade at 10 p.m. So let's wait for something else. Perfect. Prices come back by here. Let's say we're trading the New York session, sorry, the Asian session. Put my stop loss maybe like 7 pips or so. And are we going to get a nice little trade? Do we get a bish bash bosh? We get a bish bash bosh. We get a lovely bish bash bosh. So simple. You guys could do that on the 4 hour, on the 1 hour, but you establish your direction from the daily time frame, and you just do that. If you want to use key levels, then go ahead and do that. If you maybe want to trade that way, sure, but honestly, guys, if you practice this and backtest this, you're going to make your life so much easier, okay? And we'll speak at the end of this video about getting consistent in trading, okay? So that's one way, okay? The next thing that you could potentially do, okay, is kind of using a similar situation, but we're going to just look at the 4 hour time frame, okay? We're going to basically use market structure for our direction, okay? So the way that you use market structure for your direction, let's go and find a decent example like so, okay? So it's basically your job in this type of analysis to figure out what the market is doing, okay? Is the market doing this, right? Is it trending upwards? Or, oops, a daisy. Or is it doing this, right? Is it trending downwards? Or is it moving sideways, okay? That's it. That is your job when it comes to market structure, right? And the way that you basically identify this kind of structure in the market is simply looking at price and trying to figure that out. So one practice that you guys can do is literally draw an uptrend to the left and basically try and put the, try and stick things together, okay? The way that you're going to define key levels is completely up to you, but for me personally, I like to wait for price to break above wicks, the candle close above the wicks for me to basically, call it a higher high. I would simply ignore all of this until, right, price gets to here, right, which you can see that it actually broke above that wick, then that would be the new leg up. I wouldn't care about all this information down by there. You just mark out your key levels, okay? So let's just talk about that very, very briefly. If we're in an uptrend, right, you're going to basically define your uptrend like this. Oh, goodness me, okay, right? This is your, what I call trend defining point. So long as price travels above here, you're good to go, okay? If you are in a downtrend, okay, your trend defining point is the previous lower high. So long as price is basically forming this kind of structure, okay, and it's not violating it like this, then you're good to go. So all you need to do is keep on drawing that out, make sure that you can see where the trend is, and what you're doing in this type of what do I call it? Basically getting your directional bias for the day, you are simply going to just buy with the trend, or sell with the trend, or trade the consolidation, whatever you're doing. When you see the market is trending using the 4-hour time frame, you are simply not going to take any positions that go against the main trend. So it might take you a bit of, you might have to exercise a lot of patience, but guys, patience pays. Patience pays. So in a situation like this, okay, we can see that price broke above here, which is going to validate this level right by there as our previous high or low. So long as price is traveling and respecting this level, so long as price is traveling above this level and respecting this level, we are still in an uptrend. So all you're going to basically do is look for buys, okay? And as you can see, you would have done that. So let's just carry on riding this wave and just see what you'd be doing, okay? So in all of this situation, right, you're literally not going to be taking any sells until price breaks below there, right? And I know it might take you a long time, but it just is what it is. You can see that price is ranging. So if you are by here, you could potentially take some trades, range bound if you wanted to. It's completely up to you. And at this point, it is what it is. Tricky things are going to happen when price does all this kind of stuff. But your main idea is that you're basically going to be waiting for price to respect that structure. And as you can see, it really did. Like 6 a.m. bounce from there. What kind of pattern is this? The good old break and retest, baby. This pattern right by there, okay? If you just ignore all this crap by there, granted you're waiting a long time, but bro, like, you're in this business to make money, and the way you make money is by being patient and disciplined. So don't worry about all that. If you see this crap and you don't like it, go and look for another pair to trade. Simple as that, okay? By the way, this can be executed on the 1 hour as well, right? If you don't really want to look at the 4-hour time frame, absolutely. And that's pretty much it, okay? So using market structure, you're only going to basically trade wherever the trend is. You're not going to care about anything else. You see the market trending upwards, you're taking buys. And then you're only taking sells when the market shifts. If the market is ranging, you're taking trades from the tops and bottoms. Don't be stupid and trying to take random trades in the middle. Simple as that. Right, another way that you can find directional bias, okay, let's just go to the 1 hour time frame for this example, is simply waiting for price to get to key levels, okay? Maybe, for example, you're not really feeling this whole, previous candle malarkey on the daily. Maybe market structure is a bit too confusing for you. Maybe you're the kind of trader where you simply just want to wait for price to get to a key level and you don't care if it's trending, if it's going up, if it's going down, sideways, doing a backflip, taking care of your nan's dog. It does not matter what the market is doing. All you're going to basically do is wait for price to react to a key level, okay? And the way that you define these key levels is completely up to you. Me personally, I'm not really the biggest fan of this, but it is definitely something that you guys can do, provided that it's like the only thing that you're doing, okay? So with all of these techniques that I'm showing you to find your your bias for the day, you really want to keep that consistent, okay? So whatever you've chosen and you've proven that it works, don't be using the daily now for your direction, or the weekly, or then using the 4-hour. Just keep it to whatever it is. This is just an exercise for you guys to maybe, if you're struggling to find the direction for the day, it's just a simple guide to help you understand that and be able to find something that just works for yourself. Okay, there's no set in stone thing you have to do. This is going to show you that you can do a multitude of things, right? So in this situation, you've got a few options, okay? Some people like to draw out their major key levels, and that's absolutely fine. So one thing that people will do is they will look for these really strong points by there. I'm not really the biggest fan of this, but if it works for you guys, then who am I to say that it shouldn't work? I pretty much like to go off recent structure. So when I talk about recent structure, I'm basically literally kind of ignoring everything to the left and literally looking at what price is doing here. So I can literally see that price is clearly trending downwards, making small highs by here or whatever. So the things I'm going to basically mark out as my key levels are just my immediate, my immediate levels, my lower lows, my previous lower highs, my previous lower lows, all that kind of stuff. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm really not trying to, use a level from all the way back here. But like I said, if that's what you want to do, guys, and you found out that it works for you, then go ahead and do it. There is literally no right or wrong answer. So in a situation like this, what you're basically doing is waiting for price to get to a key level. And you don't care about the trend, you don't care about the lower time frames or whatever time frame you're doing. You're simply waiting to see something. So for me personally, this doesn't look like key levels. This doesn't really look like anything for me, okay? Right. If this was my particular trade, right, and I trade like this, then I'm going to be taking sales by there. Why? Because that's a clear swing low, and I can see that's a retest level. So I'm going to wait for price to get into here, give me some kind of reaction, and then boom. Let's say it takes us out for stop loss. I'm going to go ahead and take a sell right by there. Why? Because it's following that trend structure. It's probably going to go up, and that's absolutely fine. Okay, we take 2 stop losses, right? The trend has shifted. Did this react to any key level? You see, not really. I guess if you really want to, sure. There we go. That's how you could have taken advantage of it. Let's keep on going, right? Let's keep on going and just mark out some more key levels, right? There we go. Keeping it simple. Awesome. Again, I'm not really, and I'm not going to show it on the channel. I'm not going to ever advocate for key levels like this, where they start by here and you try and find the key level there, try and find the key level there. I just don't do that, okay? I just don't. I'm not trying to shit on it, but I'm just saying I don't know. I just don't see how you can go back and take a level from there and now suddenly price has reacted to it. How many levels are you going to draw, bro? Like, you're going to put that as a key level, you're going to put that as a key level, you're going to put that as a key level. Which one's accurate? I just don't get it. So if you guys do that, I'm not shitting on you. I'm just saying it doesn't really work for me. Right then, so let's go ahead and just wait now. Oh, I should have kept those key levels by there. Okay. Right then, so we're going to now basically wait for price to do something. Are there any key levels? Aha, we do have this right by there. Okay, let's wait for price to react to it. Okay, cool. Another thing I should have mentioned, if you're using the 1 hour time frame, also here's a key level right by there. If you're using the 1 hour time frame to do this, or whatever time frame, you got to make sure that the candles close. Okay, you can't be waiting for price to get in there and then taking the trade. Wait for it to close, right? Because you get this real accurate data. Okay, price is not doing anything. Okay, do we want to potentially take a sell when it gets up by here? Okie dokie. So you can see price is just pushing. It's probably not the best example to show you because price is literally telling me it does not care about these key levels. Oh, hang on a minute. Do we get the reaction? Yeah. Just missed it. Sure. So EU is kind of being a bit odd. This isn't really my favorite one, but I do want to show you guys an example of how you can basically use it. Okay, cool. We got one right by there. Awesome. So we can see that we had a key level right by there. Let's just start again because that kind of looked a bit rushed. Okay, so I want to just walk it through you guys. Okay, so the way if you're going to use key levels, what you want to do is mark out your major levels. This is exactly what I would do. I would mark out my major levels. I would honestly just probably group that together because it just kind of makes sense. I don't care about like what a 2 pip difference. It's just one level in my opinion. Okay, go and mark my major levels like so. Okay, I'm not zooming out, I'm just keeping it simple. Right by there, it's all I need to look at, right? Looking at price to the left, key level, key level. Okay, now doing that same thing, moving thing to the left, because I can see the price in this range, I'm really not looking for any kind of key levels that look like this, okay? So that would look like this structure right by here. If we can just see that there, right? I'm not really looking for price to come in. I'm not really looking to take a trade by there. What I can see is that price has reacted to this key level for whatever reason, pushed all the way down, has now come up by there and is pushing down. So I want to basically wait for price to, following this particular approach for the daily bias, I pretty much want to wait for price to react to like a low or a high in this consolidation, because I find that trend structures just really don't seem to work unless price is poised for the breakout. And if you're going to trade that, how many losses are you prepared to take until you're correct? So just keep it like this, guys. You don't need to wait for the breakout. Just trade the key levels like so, especially if you're in a consolidation. If, however, we were trending, this would be fine if the structure looked like this, okay? If we were trending clearly, right, and we didn't have all this malarkey by there, right, and the structure we were looking at was literally looking like this, then, do you know what I mean? We're good to go. Okay. Bit of a bad drawing there because I don't know what the hell price did over there, but let's get rid of that. Right then. So going back, what we're doing now is waiting for some kind of reaction either by there or by there, right? We're waiting. So price does react. If you wanted to, bish bash bosh, you took a few stop losses beforehand, but it's okay. Maybe you enter on instant execution, keep your stop loss nice and tight. Maybe you want to just do a 1 to 2 at the key level, go ahead and do it. Okay. Oops, a daisy. Bloody hell. So yeah, you could have probably taken a 1 to 3 out of that potentially, but yeah, sure. That's exactly what you're doing. Okay, so that's definitely something you can backtest. Now let's go ahead and do my favorite one, which is personally what I trade every single day. It doesn't really, I'm honest, on Forex, this can be a bit sticky, but I'm a big advocate for it and I definitely know that it works. You just got to be prepared to have bloody good risk management, because you're going to take some losses. But when you get those wins, boy, whoo, you are getting some big wins. But just to show you how simple and easy you can make your daily bias, right? So your direction for the day is you're going to do nothing but look at the 5-minute time frame. Okay, and you're also going to do nothing but simply look at where price is currently. Just mark out where the hell price is. Literally just do this. Okay, and all you're going to do is wait for a breakout. Boom. See that happen? You're taking a buy. Why? Because there's some bullish sentiment, right? Price is broken out the level. You either take a retest by there, which price is probably unlikely to have given you some kind of entry. Probably keep your stop loss by there. But if price wants to come down by here, does it give you any kind of entry for a buy? No, it doesn't. Okay. We're also going to basically, I should have mentioned, we're also going to be looking at the structure of the 5-minute. If we can see these key levels, right? We're not going to be trading off them. We're going to wait for price to break out of a key level. Okay. Does it want to break out? Okay, cool. So whenever price breaks out of key levels, it's essentially for you is go time for you. Like, it's so easy. If you get the evidence for it where price is respecting these levels, like right by there, you can stick your stop loss literally behind like so. But the best place to do it, if price has broken out of a key level, then the best place to put your stop loss is behind the high or the low that caused that breakout. I promise you. So this would be the safest place. Objectively the safest place. However, if you get the evidence for it where price is, showing you that it's respecting, can you see those wicks right by there? Then you're in your means to be able to go and take a trade like that. And this is probably going to go and pump all the way down. And look how much you can get from this shit, bro. Like, damn. I'm not even kidding. Look how simple that is. You don't get days like this every single day, but trust me, those days are going to come. Okay. So if you really wanted to, you can go ham with it. You can literally see that this is a bit tricky, but the thing that is, yeah. Okay, but for this, you really have to be very aware of market structure, as I've explained before. I'll put a link to the description on basically how to identify market structure and trend defining points, all that good stuff. But that's simply it. So let's go ahead and just carry on, okay? Let's go to the next day and just see how we can keep on doing this. Because like I said, guys, it doesn't work all the time, okay? Let's go back because this is very recent and it could be a little bit biased. So let's just go to the 5-minute time frame. Let's go ahead and just wait for 5 a.m. because that's the time that I start looking. Sorry, 6 a.m. That's the time I start looking for opportunities. I'm just keeping it very, very consistent. Okay, so what are we doing? We're going to basically look at the recent structure of price. Okay, we're looking at this. We can see the price is trending to the upside, but we can also see that price is at this key level by there. Okay, but we're not really too worried about that. All we're going to basically look to do is take trades when price breaks out. Okay, so when price breaks out, then we're able to basically follow what it's doing. I mean, look how simple it is, guys. We're literally just waiting for a price to break out of a key level. Okay, be very cautious, right, of the levels that get formed, such as this, right? There wasn't really much of a key level when we started at 6 a.m. but as prices come down by here, it's respected it. It's showing you that it is indeed a key level. Okay, this is the little tricky bit. Okay, this is the bit that you're going to have to back test yourself. Okay, when we're trending, when we can see that the overall trend is to the downside, okay, because we've got this lower high by here, caused the lower low, trend defining point, all that good stuff. But then we have a mini trend that's forming here. How are we able to make a decision on what is the most accurate thing? The truth is there is no accurate thing, but for me personally, it's just a matter of back testing. I'm taking a buy right by here because I'm more concerned with the overall structure of price. However, it is perfectly possible that we will get, we could get a big bearish sort of push right by here. Why? Because even though we do have a mini trend there, price is respecting this structure right by here. Okay, so even though on the way up here price was making high highs and high lows and whatnot, sorry for the terrible drawing, right, we're still respecting sell side structure. Okay, so let's go ahead and delete all of that. Okay, let's just see, right, do we get a retest by there? Nope. What happens? So price gets very awkward. It gets very awkward indeed. Okay, because we can even see that price had reacted by there, came down by here, but let's just go ahead and push on. Okay, so let's say this is what happens. Okay, we don't get an entry by there. We can see that we don't get an entry because price just literally came down, right? Okay, we didn't even get a retest by there. So our entry for this particular situation would have been like this. Okay, we always put our stop loss behind the lower high, sorry, the higher low in an uptrend, unless we get the evidence for it that it's respecting the structure. Okay, we also don't get a buy entry right by there, but now we can see that the structure has turned sell side. So in my personal opinion, I'm saying to myself, yo, I've got the previous lower high, which is a trend defining point on the 5-minute time frame. I can see the price has broken out by here. So I'm genuinely going to go ahead and take a sell. Okay. Do I get an opportunity to take a sell by there? That looks juicy for me. I would take that every day of the week. Okay. We get an entry and I know price comes and stops us out. Okay. However, the situation has now changed. Okay. We've broken out of the 5-minute sell structure. This price has also corrected itself. So all I'm seeing now is buys. I don't care, right? We broke out of this level, which is our trend defining point. So it's all bullish for me now. So all I'm looking at, I'm forgetting this kind of crap by here. I'm just looking at this because I can just see a nice clear trend. Okay. I can see that we have a higher low right by here. So let's go ahead and wait for price to come in. Boom. Give us some kind of reaction. Okay. That was a bit rushed, but it's no problem. Put our stop loss right by there and then go ahead and wait for price to give me a nice juicy 1 to 3. There we go. Fantasimo. Okay, so literally just using the 5-minute structure, using a nice simple thought process like that, you can go ahead and keep on just executing, do what you need to do. Honestly, it can be as simple as that, guys. You don't need to complicate it. Just use market structure, use breakouts, use a nice logic. And look, I wasn't even looking at no higher time frames. I wasn't looking at no 4-hour daily, whatever it is. So this proves to you that you can literally just make it work for yourself, whatever you like. Honestly, that's the best thing about trading. It's whatever you like, whatever you want to do, so long as it is proven to work. So go and take all this information, go and back test it yourself, guys. Don't just take my word for it. See for yourself that it really works in a way that, you know, you can see for yourself that it works for you. You know, I've been through all of these things myself, guys. I've used the daily, I've used the weekly, I've used the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the 5-minute, 3-minute, whatever it is, whatever kind of bias you can think of, a strategy you can think of, I've probably gone and traded it. But the thing that I've really learned, the biggest thing is that we tend to keep on trying to fix something, right? We keep on trying to fix our strategy, trying to improve our strategy, try and see the next best thing or whatever it is. And the honest answer is that, like, the honest truth is that we don't really know what it means to trade successfully, right? And all that it really means is that we have to just be very consistent with our proven, our proven approach. How do you find a proven approach? You backtest, right? If you can see for 3 months that it's proven to work, fantastic. You've obviously got to review. You've obviously got to see how the markets are changing, but it's very unlikely that a very good strategy that is coherent with how the market moves is unlikely to work. That's why I like the 5-minute time frame, because price will always trend on the 5-minute. I don't need to look at key levels. I don't need to do anything. It will always trend, and I will be able to make money because the market moves that way, right? So please take that on board. Don't take my word for it. Go and back test it. Guys, it's JB. I'm out. Please drop me a like if you found something useful in that. Please leave a comment. Tell me how I did. Hopefully you guys have learned something extremely valuable. And if you really feel like you've learned something great today, then please drop me a subscribe. Helps me get into the algorithm and I get to interact with all of you wonderful people and help you out. And if you know anyone who trades, send them the channel. I don't care if it's a neighbor's dog, tell them about me. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have an amazing rest of your Sunday. And I can't wait to catch you in the markets on Monday. I'm out for now. Take care. Bye-bye.